Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Double B Bad, but the franchise player. Joined once again here live on the BodySlam.net Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast by the man himself, Mr. MLW National Openweight Champion. Y'all don't want to get suplexed by this motherfucker right here. Alex Zane, what is up, my brother?
Alex Kane. You said
That's what I
Zane.
said. Oh, I
No,
said
you
Zane?
said Zane. You said
Shit.
Zane.
See, already cutting me off, starting off bad.
What's his name? Alex Shelley made the same mistake. Like we were putting together a ladder match for
we don't say that name on the show.
Oh,
Fuck Alex Shelley.
Okay. Well, we were putting the match together for War Chamber. He just kept saying Alex Zane. Alex Zane's gonna do this, and Zane's gonna do this, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna correct you, dog. I don't even care. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, look, this is Alex Kane up in this place.
Kane, yes.
Hey,
Kane.
and I gotta say right now, bro, like we talked about this off air, but I interview a gang of people all the time. WWE stars, Ring of Honor stars, Impact Wrestling stars, NWA stars. You're the first dude that's come on this podcast that got their own fucking background. Thank you very much.
Right. Got to do it right. Got to stand out. Got to continue to stand out.
That's it, man. You got to stand out in this business, and you're doing good right now. So, look, we're going to cut through all the bullshit.
All right.
Look, National Openweight Champion, Major League Wrestling. What does that even mean, Openweight Champion? Like, I mean, we know like New Japan gimmick, but what does it mean for you?
I think it means that like I can literally like it doesn't matter you're male, female, it doesn't matter. I think that the gate to challenge me is open. So whomever wants to step up can step up. And I'm an equal opportunity assassin. So
man. I hear you. I mean, the open challenges are what gets you noticed in this business. Trust me. People are gonna know the name Alex Kane when we're done with this. I mean, you've done it. You've done a lot, man. You've been around. 3 years is not long in this industry. I mean, I got boots in my trophy case older than that. But you have done a lot in 3 years that most people haven't done in 10 years.
Yeah, it's really crazy to me. It really is. It really is crazy to me. I didn't think it would happen this fast, honestly. And I always think it's weird for me when I say this, but I almost thank COVID a little bit because it kind of shut everything down. And and when everything shut down, and like there weren't a lot of places like doing wrestling. There was a place in Piedmont, Alabama called Pro South Wrestling that was still trying to run shows. So I was wrestling there so I could, not get rusty or anything like that. So I did that for a while, and I did that for about a year. And then this guy named Scott Hensley, he does the Scenic City Invitational and stuff like that. He books that. He saw me or whatever. And from there, things really started to pick up and take off.
I mean, yeah, they did some stuff with the wrestling, the fuck's it called? Wrestling News Network. The World Wrestling Network.
Yeah, WWN.
It gets stuck every time I try to say that. Yeah, you done stuff with the Wrestling World Network, and I mean, you've done. It's funny because I was on this show in 2019, and it was in Port Richey, Florida, at the Gulfview Event Center. I know that for a fact because I wrestled there 3 times, and I think you were on an ACW show with me. The Southern Stampede show.
Yes, I was there.
I think I was okay. So I was trying to remember when we were talking about it. I was talking to a friend about it when I was thinking about bringing you on the show, and I was like, I know that name. Like I knew it before it became an MLW name. He was like, "Oh, that's that dude from Florida. Remember that one show we did, that pay-per-view?" And I was like, "I did 3 of them there." And he's like, "No, the ACW show." And I was like, "Oh." He was in that 6-man tag match.
Yeah, me, Bob, and Cav versus the Midnight Tribe.
Yep, and I remember I looked it up because I was like, okay, yeah, I remember that match now. Was that one of your first matches there, or I mean, I know you've done a lot of stuff with them.
That was probably my 3rd time there, I think.
Okay.
I wrestled Anthony Katina my first time, almost broke my ankle. It was nasty. And then I wrestled one of the guys from my school. And then then it was the Southern Stampede.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's get all the simple shit out the way because I like to get that done. You know, they call you the Suplex Assassin because will you be suplexing fools out their boots? I
Hmm.
get that. I like that. You're trained by AR Fox.
Yes, the whole
Okay.
Foxing show.
Yeah, yeah. So you, everyone says that every time I say that. You started 2018. Okay, so
Yes.
you're roughly 3 years in the business. Um, God, man, like I can't get over the fact that you've done so much in 3 years. You know, um,
Man, sometimes I don't feel like I've done enough. Like I've done a lot, but but I want to do more, and I feel like I feel like yeah, I feel like I haven't done enough. It feels like it sometimes.
I mean, I know before you signed with MLW, you guys did that future showcase tournament,
Hmm.
and that right there got your name out there, in my opinion, because that's when I
Hmm.
really like start taking hold of who you were.
Yeah, that should
Um,
put me on the map.
Legit on the map. Like someone just dropped the mic and was like, "This motherfucker right here." Boop, mic drop right there. Like seriously. What do you consider some of your how can I say this? What do you consider some of your wants and needs in this business? Like, what do you want to do? What do you need to do to become the man you want to be?
Man, I want to be booked every weekend, honestly. Like, and I feel like with in the time that I've been, running in these 3 years or whatever, and like what I've done within these 3 years, like I should be booked every weekend. I should be somewhere every weekend, and it shouldn't be like oh, we could fly you out, but we don't know. Like, no, fly me the fuck out. Like I feel like I've built up my name enough for that to not be like a conversation.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Um, but yeah, I just want to wrestle more. I just want to like help. I want to be. I want ultimately. I want to be one of the best black wrestlers to ever exist. Um, but while I'm walking and breathing, like I want to help like elevate my fellow black wrestlers. Like I want to have matches with everybody because I feel like I said it on Twitter a few days ago. Like we're the answer. Like everybody always wants change. We want to change the
True
business, and
statement.
we are the answer to the problem that you're trying to solve.
You know that
So.
that right there is a fucking God's honest like slap in the face for a lot of industry people because
Mhm.
you know back in the day all you had was guys like Hulk Hogan and you had guys like Macho Man, you had guys like the Warrior, you had guys, but no one looked at the fucking homicides, no one looked at the Eddie Kingstons, no one looked at the Alex Gaines. No one
Mhm.
looked at no one looked at the black guys. They're doing the work, the black G's. You know, my boy Black G's been saying he's TV ready for years. Literally, he is
He
TV
looks
ready.
TV ready. He talked like he's TV ready.
He's everything. He's a prototype of what you want. But you know, it is what it is. Speaking of Black G's, let's talk about this heat with you and Black G's and that little promo battle y'all had on Twitter.
It
Let's
wasn't
get
really.
into that.
Look, it wasn't even a promo battle. It wasn't even a promo battle. I said I wanted to wrestle more black people in 2022. He hopped in and said, "Do you need your boss's permission?" I'm over here like I'm an independent contractor. I don't need my boss's permission.
No,
You can get
wait,
this
hold
work.
on. Let's pump the brakes on that for a second.
Hmm.
Independent contractor,
Hmm.
but you were under contract to MLW as the
I'm in.
national openweight champion.
Yeah. So I am. I'm under contract with MLW, but like I can still take bookings on the
Okay,
independents. That's why I say independent contractor.
okay, because you know, like for instance, BCW Worldwide in Portland, Oregon runs a television show,
Hmm.
and they're seen in like 17 different countries. So would that be a conflict of interest if you were booked at a BCW show?
I could definitely. I mean, as far as like my business stuff goes, I don't think so. I mean, it's not like I can't do like WWE, AEW, Impact,
Okay, that was
ROH,
my next
anything like
question.
that. But like I think anything independence I can do because I work on IWTV a lot and like
Oh
that's
yeah,
seen
yeah.
in a bunch of different countries. So
Okay,
I
that
think
makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to Black G's because
Hmm.
I honestly, I'll tell you right now, like I'm a little biased. Black G's is my tag partner, um, but I think you guys would fucking tear any house down,
Oh hell yeah, hell
like
yeah.
anywhere. It could be
Um,
fucking Stand Back, Alabama, and wherever it can be. You guys would tear the house down.
I'm gonna be, and this is no shade to Black G's, no shade to anybody. I didn't know who he was before I saw that comment. But then I went and looked him up. I'm like, okay, this man's world traveled. He's certainly doing the damn thing. Uh, I'm also in my mind. I'm also thinking like, you didn't need to put do you need your boss permission? You just be like, hey, I want to wrestle you and carry on. I know you want to stay in that character or whatever, but you could have just said, hey, I want to wrestle you. I'll see you, young black Kane, doing the damn thing. Like, you should mix it up. But he had to sprinkle in all the extra stuff.
Well, I mean, that's how you got to be in the industry, man. You got to be a little extra to get that spotlight on you, so to speak.
The spotlight.
You know what I'm saying? So, what do you see for the future? I mean, you're the national openweight champion. Have you been like thoroughly defending that championship week after week after week, or?
I think I had my first official title defense that'll air on MLW Azteca. Can't tell you who, because I'm sure that if I did tell you who, somebody would be mad at me. So I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
But I defended it in Mexico, which is pretty dope.
Nice.
But I mean, I'm open to wrestle whoever. I have no qualms about it or whatever. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm not dropping this belt anytime soon to anybody or whatever. But I'm welcoming all challengers. Calvin Tankman thinks he's going to take the belt off of me, but he's gonna walk into a very rude awakening.
Calvin Tankman's a big motherfucker, man.
I don't give a fuck how big he is. I've suplexed people bigger than he is.
I've seen it. I have fucking seen it.
You've seen it in person.
Yes, I've seen it. I've legitimately seen it, ladies and gentlemen. No bullshit, no lies. Dude can take you out your fucking boots. So I mean, now the AEW thing is off the table, and also what about like the crash in AAA or the crash down there in Mexico?
Man, I think Conan books that, and if he does. Yes, I think I have a pretty good rapport with Conan since I've been at MLW, but I'm definitely these next couple tapings, I'm gonna definitely be in his ear about it.
Funny story about Conan. Fun. Funny story about Conan. So I started wrestling like a long time ago, 29 years ago, and I was trained by, like I said, the Guerreros, Mondo Guerrero and Rey Mysterio Sr. And my first big show was in the auditorium in TJ. And they had the hardest fucking ring ever. And this is when Conan was wrestling under the mask. It's Conan El Barbaro. Mm-hmm. And he had a little manager named John Roberts. John Roberts became my manager after a while. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny because Conan recently followed me on Twitter. And he sent me a DM and we were talking. And I'm like, you don't remember me. But this show, I wrestled on this show, blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh my God, I do remember you now. So he has a mind for this business, and he remembers like a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. Like I remember a lot of shit, but I don't remember half the shit this guy remembered. And it made me feel really old too. But yeah, so get in Conan's ear, man. Like I'm telling you, the crash.
The atmosphere of Tijuana, Mexico was so much fun. Like the fans, I think they were up literally the entire show, and that card was pretty big, and like they were just like in it. They weren't trying to like. I've said a few times that wrestling in America is kind of ghetto a little bit. Like everybody's trying to be in on everything instead of just enjoying what's in front of them. Like in Mexico, they're just enjoying it. They're just into it. They're heckling. They're calling me a hoe. They're saying my mom's a hoe. All this stuff. We're just going back and forth. It's just fun. They got a little rowdy, and have my heater, Mr. Thomas, handle my light work. But
trust me, they get heat up. Hey, ask next time you see Conan, ask him about Ringside Rosie.
Ringside Rosie.
There's a little Mexican lady who used to have a fucking cane, and she will whack the fuck out of you at the auditorium. Awesome. If you're a heel, you're getting hit by that shit. Because in Mexico, they don't give a fuck. Dude, wrestling is like the Super Bowl there. Like wrestling, ladies and gentlemen,
like
for
5,000 people in that building. That was the most people I've ever wrestled for before in my life.
Man,
that was
crazy.
Nuts.
That is crazy. Oh man. Well, look, we know you've been to Mexico. What are your aspirations for Japan, for Germany?
I'm trying to be international in 2022. Like that's what, like my girlfriend, she's from Germany, and we're supposed to take a trip in like July. So here in like the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna start trying to like get in the ear of some German companies. And see
get with me. I know a couple of people that I wrestle in Germany that are starting to run shows again. So I can always slide you, some information who you can contact.
I will get
Um,
with you.
so you, Alex Hammerstone, MLW World Champion.
Mm-hmm.
What are your aspirations for that?
Um, you know, I don't see. I would like to do kind of what Hammerstone did with the open weight title, and like he elevated it because he was the first person to hold it. I'm the second person, so I'd like to elevate it to the next level before I go and run and punch him in his mouth. Um, I've actually wrestled Hammerstone before. I wrestled him this year actually in California. Um, I lost
Nice.
that match because it was for the PCW Ultra Heavyweight Championship, and
Oh yeah,
he don't,
PCW.
that man don't play about his belts. But
Mm-mm.
neither do I. Um, but yeah, like I mean, that match. It was hard. It was hard hitting. It was fun. I learned a lot in that match. So I definitely, when me and him do clash again for that MLW World Heavyweight Championship, it is going to be epic.
Man, I see two big meaty dudes beating the shit out of each other. I like that. Um, so I mean, we're looking at the MLW World Championship. You're the national openweight champion. We know that you want to go out and defend the title everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean everywhere, like all over the world. I like that. That's what a fighting champion does. Not like a bunch of champions who are like, "Well, I'm the world champion of Portland, Oregon. I never leave my
Mm-hmm.
state, but I'm the world champion." No, no, no. You guys want to. You're like me, and I like the simple fact that instead of being a big fish in a small pond, you want to be a great white shark in the fucking ocean. You want to travel.
Yeah, you got to swim under the sharks. That's the only way you get better.
That's right. I try to tell people that. It's the best
I
way
be
to
trying to
become a
tell
better
people.
worker.
I be giving out free game on Facebook or whatever because that's where most of my friends are. Because I don't really got to tell them. I mean, I tell people on Twitter too. But like, you have to wrestle on shows with people who are better than you. You have to wrestle matches against people who are better than you. If you have the means to be like, yo, you can tell your booker or wherever you wrestle normally, like, hey, can you bring this guy in? I want to work this guy. Like, that's how you get better. You don't just get better by just working just matches. Because if they don't challenge you,
You're not learning anything.
you're not learning anything.
I try to tell people that all the time, man. All the fucking time. So you won the title in a
Mm-hmm.
fucking 5-way ladder match.
My
ACH,
first
Alex
ladder match
Shelley,
ever.
Myron Reed, and what was it? Zenshi?
Zenshi,
I want to say the right
the
for the first
aerial
time.
artist.
Okay, so you won a 5-way ladder match on the MLW Fusion show.
Yeah.
Tell me about that ladder match because you had a lot of hard hitters in that match. I mean, ACH for one.
Man,
Fucking G.
that was. I was like I said when you were talking because I'm terrible at cutting people off, and I'll work on that one. I'll get better at that one day. But I guess it's just the heel in me. I cut people off.
Hey, we all heels, man.
Dad joke. But yeah, that was my first ever ladder match ever. And like when I initially like saw the match card, I was like, whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Why are we doing a ladder match? Why can't it just be like a fatal 5-way or something like that? But like, and then like I just started like watching ladder matches or whatever. Like, okay, this could actually be really fun. Extremely dangerous, but really fun.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was nervous as hell. Like, I was a nervous wreck. I was a nervous wreck. You couldn't tell it you couldn't tell it when I walked through the curtain. But backstage, I was like, boy, this is my first one ever. We're gonna hope that I don't kill nobody in here. Professionally, don't kill anybody. Wrestling wise, I'll kill them all. But it was definitely a blast. Like I'm definitely willing to do another one or a few more.
And that was in a fucking historic ECW arena, man.
Yes.
Like, that had to mean something because ladder
Bro,
matches were killer there.
when I pulled the belt down, like when I choked out Alex Shelley, that's when the boost really like started to like come up. But when I pulled the belt down, and I'm over here leaning on the ladder, like fuck, I just did that or whatever, and then the boos just come, boo, and they reach the ring, and I'm like, yes,
It was
some
like a
people
wave.
wanted, and so it was a wave, and it was beautiful. I'm like, they hate me, and I love it.
Man, I'm telling you, that's the people don't get it. Like I've been a heel for a long time, but I have that Hall and Nash syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say the Hall and Nash syndrome is when you do so much heinous shit, the fans like it.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you can do, like, I had to literally put a curb stomp on a 65-year-old woman. And
Damn.
the fans loved it. And I was like, shit. And they're like, get a chair. And I'm like, I'm not gonna kill this fucking lady because you fucking fans want me to kill her.
Concerto that lady.
Man, they wanted me to
Spill
curb
her
stomp her on the chair, and
brains.
I'm like, no,
That's
I'm
crazy.
not gonna do that. So I took her head and I put it on the chair like I was gonna do a curb stomp, and I'm like, I ran to the rest. I'm like, not tonight. Oh, they start throwing shit in the ring, and I'm like, damn, they hate me because I didn't kill her. Okay,
Y'all wanted me to kill this old woman?
Pe-
Y'all were
people,
terrible.
man, people in Tennessee don't give a fuck. I'll tell you that.
Oh no, definitely not. They don't give. They don't. They if they want you to do something, you better do it.
And they were mad because I didn't do it. And I was like, wow, they want me to kill this old lady. Like, what is wrong with you people? And then I realized that's the kind of heat that I want. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that guy heat. What can I say?
that's the kind of heat that I need in MLW. I think I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Oh, you're getting
there. I think people genuinely hate me.
Look, man, I'm gonna
genuinely
tell you,
hate me.
The best thing to do is to beat up somebody, and then make a little kid cry in the front row.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Heat.
I'm about to
more heat than the devil.
Bro, I'm about to steal. I think next show, I think I'm gonna steal a little kid's hat.
Man,
look, I'm gonna take it off of him and throw it to the other side of the arena.
The best heat that I've ever gotten was, and I'm just gonna say it on the air. Fuck it. My son was 8 years old. He was sitting in the front row eating popcorn and had a bottle of water, and no one knew that he was my kid. So I get out of the ring and I'm like, look at you, you stupid brat. You were a mistake. And I grab his water and I fling water on him and I slap the popcorn in his face. And he's looking at me like, what the fuck?
What the fuck, Dad?
Like, literally, he was looking at me like, what the fuck? And I was like, and your mom should have swallowed you. And the crowd went crazy.
Oh, my God.
Crazy. And I was like, yep, that's what I wanted. And I'm like, yeah, you guys, screw you guys. I'm out of here. And I walk back to the back. And everybody's looking at me like, damn, why'd you do that to your son? And I'm like, bro, that's the best heat ever. He didn't even know.
I'll explain it to him later. He'll be all right.
So later on, I walked out. My son's like, what was that about, Dad? Are you mad at me? And I'm like, here's $20, kid. Thank you. He was good after that. Didn't come to any more shows, but I guess that's probably why. All right, man. So before we go, do you got any anything you want to plug? Like any T-shirts? Any like you got a pro wrestling tee shop? Or what?
I do have a pro wrestling tee shop. I've got a Brainbuster tee shop. Follow me on Twitter.
Tell people they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Alex_Kane11. You can find me on Instagram at TheRealAlexKane. You can find me on TikTok at TheRealAlexKane. If you're a booker, you can find me on Facebook, as Alex Kane. My booking email is alexkanebookings@gmail.com. If anybody listens to this, they want to, bring me in. I think that's it. As far as the socials go.
Okay, so we got that. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, we're going to play that infamous game that we play here on this podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, I know you love it, so we're going to do it up real good here. Now, look, man, I'm going to explain the rules to you of this game before we even get into it, because a lot of people try to change the rules, and there will be no changing of the rules today. And I'm talking about you there, Evan Bourne, Mr. Matt Seidel. He changed the rules of the game, and I'm like, God damn. You can't change it live. Oh, I don't even want to tell you.
You don't want to tell me? Okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, the game is simple. It is fun. It is team wit, feud wit, or fire. Basically, simple rules are this. You can team with anyone in the industry, alive or dead, no matter who it is. You can feud with anybody. And you can fire any motherfucker you want. Simple. Team wit, feud wit, fire.
I'm a team with Shelton Benjamin. Because that is that's my inspiration.
Can you pick a better one?
With who would I feud with? I'd feud with Taz. We'll battle for suplex supremacy.
Okay, so when we get done with this, I'm gonna ask you a question after that. You just brought something to my mind. So, okay, you feud with Taz. Who would you fire?
Who? He's already fired. I'd fire Booker T.
Oh shit! Hot take. Why would you fire Booker T?
I just would. I feel I know. Honestly, I would. I feel like he should be more. I should feel like he should be. I mean, I understand that wrestling's a business, but like the feud that he had with Triple H, the fact that he's not more mad about that, like we're all mad for him, but the fact that
Yes,
he's just
yeah, I got
like,
you.
I'm just like, yeah, you get fired for that.
That was pretty much a you people gimmick right
Yeah,
there. Like,
yeah,
you people will never win this title. And look, he's won it 5 fucking times. Ain't that something funny?
yeah. It's crazy.
Man, but he never beat Triple H for it, which really fucking sucks. That's
Yes.
that golden shovel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Totally get what you're saying. Now, since you said you would feud with Taz,
Mm-hmm.
what are your thoughts on Hook?
Dude, I love Hook. I love Hook. I love Hook so much. I think that the fact that the man was over. He was over before he wrestled. Okay, that's hard to do.
Dude was a
Um,
meme.
he was a meme.
CM
The
Punk's
whole
like send
thing.
Hook, and all of a sudden it became a
Yeah,
fucking thing, and
yeah.
then
Here's
Hook
the
got
thing.
sent.
And Hook got sent. Yeah, I really hope that they keep him strong. That they do some like cool shit with him like quickly. Like, because like one thing that I've kind of learned is like you can't like when the iron's hot, you can't wait. You got to strike him. You really got to strike when the iron's hot. Like, so I hope that they do something with him quickly. Maybe they create another championship, or maybe they officially recognize the FTW championship. They need
Have you
to do
seen the
something.
match with him and Bear Bronson?
Yeah, I saw that. I think the only thing in that match I didn't. I mean, I know why they did it because like it was like an Easter egg for like his dad. His dad no sold it or whatever. But I'm not a fan of no selling, and especially a pile driver of all things.
Especially for a power driver from a 300 fucking pound guy.
Yeah, it's like we get like we on the independents get shit on all the time for no selling power drivers, and then you go and do it on national television. And then, especially fans watching will shit on wrestlers for no selling power drivers, but y'all gonna pop for this? Like, I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing. I want to hear nothing.
I agree.
No, but I think Hook is dope.
It's been a very crazy debate, like on Twitter, man. It's like a fucking like people love Hook. Don't get me wrong. As a wrestler, I think Hook has like on a scale of 1 to 10, he is a perfect 8. And I say a perfect 8 because no one's going to be a 10.
Yeah.
The guy is an 8. The guy has a look. He has the credibility. Like, I mean, okay, he wrestled Fuego. That really didn't give him shit to me. That was like,
he got off some cool suplexes though.
I was like, let's see. But it's Fuego. I'm like, let's see what he does next week. And then I said, put him against CM Punk. Put him against Daniel Garcia. Put him against fucking Bryan Danielson. Put him against, someone of his style. Put him against someone that can wrestle, can wrestle his ass into the dirt. Or put him against a big guy. They put him against a big guy, and he held his own against the big guy. He sold. He looked good, and his persona still got over the whole "I don't give a shit." Like getting the ring and turn my back on you.
Yeah,
like that whole gimmick.
I love how he just comes to the ring. He's like, "Bro, I'm here to work. I clocked in. I'm here. Like my music's cool. I look cool. I ain't gotta do nothing else. I'm gonna go in this corner though, and I'm gonna chill out." Oh, the bell rang. Okay, I'm gonna whoop your ass right quick.
And it's like the bell rung. He turned around, did his shit, couple suplexes. I mean, that Saito suplex, I was really impressed. I was like, shit. So I want you, the fucking suplex assassin right here, the man who's like the next king of the suplexes. Tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate Hook's suplex ability.
I don't know if he wrestled amateur. If he did, I can definitely see it. So
he was a lacrosse player.
He was a lacrosse player, but he looks.
Well, he does judo and shit too now. But
okay, all right, okay, never mind. I can't give him the amateur credibility. Thought he was an amateur. On suplex ability, I'll give him a 9. Give him a 9.
Wow, that's pretty fucking high praise.
Yeah, I'll give him a 9.
So, if you met Hook in a dark alley, would you suplex the shit out of him or what?
Hell yeah.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. He will suplex the shit out of Hook. Any dream matches?
Man, Shelton Benjamin. If you go back and watch all my interviews, it's my dream match is Shelton Benjamin. If I could get Kurt Angle in his prime, that would have been cool. Josh Alexander, because I was supposed to have the match, but the show got
Ooh,
canceled.
yeah, you and Josh. How about you and Josh Woods?
That'd be cool too.
ROH Pure Champ. Yeah.
Jonathan Gresham would be fun.
Ooh. And these are all matches that you can actually have. Well,
Yeah,
minus the Shelton Benjamin match. The
yeah,
rest of
yeah.
the match, you can actually have these. Bookers,
I
promoters,
can.
wrestling
At
aficionados.
this point, I want to wrestle Shane Taylor just to wrestle Shane Taylor. Um,
Ooh, that would be nice.
because like no, despite all the shit that is talked or whatever, like I like those matches where it's like, can he suplex him? Maybe, maybe not. Like I like those. I like those kind. Those are my favorite stories to tell. Because then you don't need a bunch. Then you don't need 16 suplexes in a match. You just need like 3
One.
or 1 really. Well,
One
Shane
good
Taylor
one.
definitely one good one. That's all you need. Um, who else? Jeff Cobb, um, EJ Nduka. I want to wrestle him. I'm sure I'll wrestle him at some point, but I want to wrestle him.
Man. All right. So look, right here, right now, live on the bodyslam.net, on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, I'm going to give you 1 minute to cut the most scathing ass promo on the one person you want to fight the most. So think about that. I'm going to set the timer. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag that promoter or tag that wrestler that you want to fight. And I'm going to try my hardest to work out that match for you.
Actually, the person I want to fight the most, it wasn't even on that list.
Oh, shit, there you go. Call them out. Call them out. This is it. This is gonna be the. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to do this. We ain't done this in a long time, but boom, we're gonna do the shooting hour.
The shooting hour with
That's
Alex
right.
Kane.
Well, you get the shooting 1 minute.
The shooting 1 minute.
You get the shooting 60 seconds.
The shooting
All right.
60 seconds. Man, honestly, I don't even need 60 seconds for this one. I really don't.
Ooh, okay. Well, give me 60 seconds of a promo. Like let it be known who, where, and why. Ready? Go.
Darius Lockhart, you call yourself a revolutionary, and that's commendable, definitely commendable. But the thing with being a revolutionary is you put a target on your back, and I see that your name's already big and it's growing. It's not as big as mine, but it's definitely growing. And being the revolutionary, me being an assassin, it's poetry that I take you out. So I don't really give a damn where it is, what time, what day. But you, my friend, you are going to get all of this work.
Damn. Okay. Literally 50 seconds. He just basically called out the revolutionary. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. I see you. I see you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. We're going to have Kane versus Lockhart. Revolutionary versus Assassin. Anywhere, any place, anytime. He is calling you out, man. So, D-Lock on Twitter. Your boy, the Assassin right here. The Suplex Assassin. Say so gonna suplex you out your boots, man. Anything else you want to throw out there, Mr. Alex Kane, before we wrap this up?
Book Alex Kane.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Book Alex Kane. If you want to see somebody get their ass whooped, I like that, man. Hey, thank you very much for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
Hope you're happy. Hope you're happy New Year. Hope 2022 is the year of the assassin. And ladies and gentlemen, for your boy, the Assassin Alex Kane, it's been the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, and thank you very much for joining us here on Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.